Thank you for tuning in to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast, a no judgment zone podcast that covers lifestyle, entertainment, news, and sports. Even though KC doesn't watch sports, but these are minor details. By the way, he reads tarot cards too. Yes, I really mean it. He reads tarot cards too. And now, the host you've tuned in for, KC Phoenix.
Taurus, you are up for the December 2021 energy reading. Before I go any further, kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Taurus, strange thing. When I was about to say you are up for the December reading, I was literally about to say you are up for the July reading. July may be significant. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, I've done the 2022 readings for all of the signs. They're up on my podcast. You have to scroll through because I don't do just tarot card readings. I do a whole bunch of other stuff as well. But the Taurus 2022 reading is up on my podcast. I will have it up, the audio uploaded to YouTube, hopefully within the next week or so, definitely before 2022 starts. And I will tell you, Taurus, you had the best reading out of all of the signs. And I told all the other signs that too, that Taurus had the best reading. So I don't remember the details off the top of my head. However, July may be significant to you. So keep that in mind. Now, as for this reading, I'm doing it different from the way that I usually do my readings. I'm using 5 decks and I'm pulling one card from each deck. So I'm using the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. I'm using the Under the Roses deck. I'm using 2 custom tarot decks that I have created. And I'm using the Gypsy tarot deck as well. And like I said, I'm pulling one card from each deck. So let's go ahead and get started. May I have the energy for Taurus for December 2021? May I have the energy for Taurus for December 2021? Thank you. Okay, now this one's interesting. Sarah Lakali, Divine Lineage, is what it is. Let me read this one, number 6. All right, Sarah Lakali. All right, Sarah Lakali, Goddess of Divine Lineage, Romani, Egypt, Temple, Ancestors, Element, Water. Great ancestress Sarah Lakali, meaning Sarah the Black, was an Egyptian prophetess and the patron saint of the Romani people. Oral history says that Saint Sarah had the highest divine lineage. Your ancestors protect the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is you. Divine ones walk beside and within you. Trust, embodiment. Your ancestors want to remind you that you are not alone. They are rooting for you. They ask you to honor your spirit guides and call upon the power of the divine. Create or nourish your ancestral altar or shrine. Unbury your ancestors. Speak their names. Your divine lineage ancestors may be blood related or culturally or spiritually connected. The declaration is, I am my sister, and my sister is me. So the divine lineage. So this is, of course, saying that you need to get in touch with your ancestors, and also your ancestors are rooting for you. Let me pull a card from the Under the Roses. May I have a card for Taurus, please? May I have a card for Taurus, please? What is the message for Taurus for December? Thank you. Now that's interesting. The sickle. So let me bring this up some. I'm trying to make it center. The sickle. All right. Let me read that one. Number 10. Danger, breakup, separation, decision, verdicts, sharp, harvest, accident, surgery, reaping, pains, cutoff, growing, end of something, rejection, cutting ties, being cut off from something, or a sudden separation. Part of this that I'm picking up, especially with the divine lineage, is that some of you, something is saying to me that not just your ancestors that have passed on, some of you, if you're having any family issues, you might need to reach out. And also something is saying to me too, that if there was some type of disagreement, don't be so quick to cut someone off. Like it was, as in there's a sudden, like if you have a disagreement with a relative or even a friend or a coworker or whatever, don't be so quick to cut them off. For others of you with this, I do feel that some of you might need to cut some people off, is what it needs to be. Regardless, I believe that the divine and your ancestors are walking with you during this period, during December. I don't know why, but I feel like there's some news coming in. I don't know why I'm feeling like there's some news. What am I picking up? That there's some type of news coming in December. Why do I feel like there's a secret or something? It's going to be like sudden news. And I'm hearing whiplash for some reason. Like, you know how with the car accident, I'm not picking up a car accident. What I'm picking up is whiplash. Like the news is going to hit kind of hard and fast. And it's going to be like, you're going to be like, wait, what? I feel like there's going to be a shock in December, is what I'm picking up. I'm curious. Let me go ahead. I'm going to take a card from my custom tarot deck. Let me see. Because I'm curious if any of the other cards are going to dive into that energy. Because I honestly feel like there's going to be some news in December that may throw you off a bit. But like I said before, you had the best reading of 2022. Whatever happens in December, good, bad, or indifferent, 2022 energy for you, Taurus, is out of this world. So if you have not listened to the 2022 reading, you definitely want to check it out. December energy for Taurus. May I have a card, please? Oh, that fell. Okay, what is it? What is it? What is it? I got oh, that's what it is. That's why. Okay. All right. Okay, okay. I know you're like, what card did you just see? I'm about to tell you. First card that came out from one of my decks is name starts with a D. So name starts with a D. For my listeners who are listening to the podcast, D as in David. Doesn't have to be a David, but the name starts with a D is what it is. So either your name starts with a D or someone in your orbit Their name starts with the D. And there's something else I want to say too, but I'm going to show you this other card before I say it. When I pulled from my other deck, pregnancy came out. So that's why I'm laughing. I'm like, why am I picking up like some type of news is going to throw somebody for a loop? Like they're going to feel like they have whiplash where they're going to be like, wait, what? Pregnancy will do that. So some of you may hear about a pregnancy. If you're a female, you may find out that you are pregnant in December. If you are a male, you may find out that you got somebody pregnant in December. So in going back to name starts with a D, some of you, when you find out about the pregnancy, you may consider naming the baby a name that starts with the D, or going back to someone in your orbit, the person who got you pregnant, their name may start with a D. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. But that something was telling me that there was some type of news coming in, and sure enough, pregnancy popped out. So there you have it on that part. Also, something is telling me, and I mean the energy is the energy. Some of you may be questioning whether or not you want to, when you get the news, you may be questioning whether you want to proceed with the pregnancy or not. I'm just telling you right now, that's going to be something on your mind. And of course, we all have free will. So, and this is a no judgment zone. My podcast is a no judgment zone. I don't judge anyone because I don't know their situation. We all have our lives that we have to live. Now, I'll always have an opinion about something because that's what my show is. It's about me having an opinion. But as for judging someone as if I'm a person of authority, I am not. Who am I to judge? That's how I look at it. But some of you will be questioning if once you get the news about the pregnancy, for those this is resonating with, you will be questioning if you want to continue with it, or if you want to explore other options, is what you may want to do. But hold on, I'm picking up something else. I'm trying to hear it because I'm looking at this divine lineage card. For those of you who find out that you are pregnant, think carefully about your options. Again, we all have free will. I'm hearing there's something special about this baby. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. There's something special, like this baby. And going back to the divine lineage thing, okay, I'm trying to get a clearer message. This baby, okay, how can I articulate this? Once you get the news, for those this happens to, you may feel like there is too much chaos in your life. This baby may actually be the key to the peace you need. For those that this is resonating with, obviously this is not going to resonate with everyone. And something else just said to me to deliver this message. You see how, this camera always throws me off with how it looks because everything is reversed and it doesn't go the way that I want it to go. But you see how in this card, the person has the sickle, hold on, right there. And you see how they're about to grab this rose and remove it. something is saying to me that that's what this pregnancy is like a rose. It's a beautiful thing. And something is saying, why would you want to remove a beautiful thing from your garden? Why would you want to remove a beautiful rose from your garden? That's what I'm hearing. So, and again, we all have free will. You can do what you want to do. That's kind of the energy that I'm picking up off of that. But there's something special about this child. For others of you, let's step out of the pregnancy world right quick, because I'm trying to cast a broad net here. For others of you, there may be a pregnancy in your family. And that pregnancy may bring the family more together, where maybe some relatives weren't talking. You weren't talking to your sister or your brother or your aunt or your whoever. And then you find out that one of them is pregnant. And then it's like, oh, okay. You're about to become an auntie. You're about to become an uncle. You're about to become a cousin. That type of thing. I feel like there will be some glue. That's what I'm hearing, like glue that holds the family together. Something is saying to me right now, and take what resonates. Any of you Taurians that this is resonating with what I'm about to say. Any of you Taurians who are having family issues, your ancestors want to bring the family together. That's what they want to do. They want to bring the family together. I'm trying to see what else. A pregnancy is one way, but as the oracle card was saying that your ancestors are rooting for you, even if there isn't a pregnancy here, in December, your ancestors want you to work whatever it is that is going on out. So whatever disagreement is going on, they want you to work it out. They want you to be a family. I'm just on the outside looking in. All I'm doing, I'm just the person sitting here reading the tarot cards and the messages. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Because when it comes to family, I can tell you from experience, family can get complicated. So who am I to tell you what you need to do? I'm delivering the message. That's it. Your ancestors want the family to come together. I'm starting to feel like there was a misunderstanding that happened in the family where it was like a ripple effect, where it didn't just affect one or two people. It affected like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, where it was like somebody just dropped something in the middle and then there was collateral damage everywhere on all the family members due to whatever the situation was. So, and this is something is saying to me, someone in Taurus, it might be you if you're listening to this message and this is resonating, you might want to consider attempting. And again, I'm not a licensed psychologist or psychiatrist or therapist. I'm just reading the energy and delivering the message in the tarot cards. You may want to consider getting the family together for Christmas. You may want to consider that. Like seeing if there's something that you can do to bring in the holiday spirit. I feel like Thanksgiving was a no-go. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Today's Thanksgiving. And happy Thanksgiving to you. I feel like Thanksgiving was a no-go. I really do. But something is saying you may want to make the effort to get the family together for Christmas. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me take a card from the Gypsy deck. December energy for Taurus, please. December energy for Taurus. May I have a card, please? I think I'm going to title this Family Matters. Is what I'm going to title this. Because that's sort of... Whoop! Thank you. Wow. Okay. There's going to be some communication coming in. Ace of Swords. There's going to be some clarity in December. Also, this might be the news of that pregnancy, too, as well. I told you I felt like a message was coming in December. If it's not pregnancy, it's going to be something else. This, and it says on this Ace of Swords, fortune favors the bold. That's what it says on this card. I'm bringing it closer to the screen. Can you read it? Fortune favors the bold. First of all, something is telling me you're going to have to be bold. You're going to have to step up. If you want to get the family together, or back together, I should say, for those this is resonating with, you're going to have to step up and take the lead on this. For others of you, this is communication coming in. Also, this could be a contract too, as well. Ace of Swords can be about a contract. Also, Ace of Swords is a victory card. So I feel for those of you, if you step up to attempt to bring the family together, then you will more than likely have a victory. That's what this card is saying. Swords is about communication. It's also about thoughts. Aces are new. Also, Swords is air energy, so Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Maybe there are some Aquarius, Libras, or Geminis in your family that you deal with, Taurus. Something else is saying to me, for those of you who wanted a baby, you're still going to be shocked because it's like you've been trying and trying and trying. And then this information comes in, Ace of Swords, and it's like you finally got a victory. You finally found out, oh my God, we're pregnant, type of thing. That too, as well. There's some of that energy. But what this, hold on, because it's hard because I hear stuff and I'm attempting to tell you things, but I'm hearing things at the same time. So it just takes a minute. What was that thought? I just had, okay, thank you. The thing that is really, 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 like the energy that's really popping off of this is about strengthening the family and the lineage of your family. Making sure things stay in place. Also, that's another thing that just came to me too, is that the pregnancy is also extending the longevity of your lineage. It's extending to the longevity of your lineage. That is another reason why that pregnancy is important too. I don't know why. It's saying divine. Something just said to me that, and again, you know your story better than I do, Taurus. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And what was that smell? I know it's not this lotion. I just came back in from a walk. I had put on some lotion, but it wasn't that. It was something else. It was a little bit different from the smell, because I wear Neutrogena lotion, and it smells a little bit, the smell that I just smelled was a little bit different. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. it threw me off. Something was telling me, maybe that's the perfume that they wore in church or something. Something was telling me that there may be someone or some people in your family who are like heavily involved in the church, like they're a prophetess or an evangelist or something like that. Like they're heavily, and I'm talking about, I'm not talking about as in spirituality wise. I'm talking about like Christian faith. Like maybe you were a preacher's kid or something, but I'm trying to say, okay, I just got some information. You can tell me if I'm right. That's what the comment section is for. Okay, let me give some background information first before I dive into that. When I was growing up, there was this church that I went to back a long time ago. And I went there for the first time. And like everybody could sing at this church. And all of these people were amazing. And the thing is that what I didn't know at the time before going there is that almost every single person in the church was literally related. They were either aunts, cousins, uncles, grandparents, grandmothers, fathers, mothers. Like I probably say in the church, 65 to 75% of the people were blood related. I don't know why, but I feel like there may be some of this here with you, for those this is resonating with. And you can feel free to tell me in the comments. Be like, KC, no, that's not me. Or be like, KC, yeah, you got it right. That's me. Most of our family know. Most of the people are related at my church. And I think that's another thing related to the pregnancy. Because if there was an incident that happened, someone may have left the church. But with the pregnancy, they might come back. Weird. I don't know. I'm just going by the things that are coming to me, the downloads that I'm getting. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Regardless, in December, there is a new message coming in, and there is a victory coming in. And I honestly feel like this is a family matter, is what I'm picking up. And this is, your reading so far has been the longest, because these readings are usually supposed to be short. But I'm just stuck on this energy. Is what it is. Be on the lookout for a message, something new information, especially a pregnancy in December. Doesn't have to be you. Could be a family member. Could be someone who's not a family member in your orbit. There's something special about this pregnancy. And don't forget, name starts with a D. Maybe there isn't a person in your orbit right now with a name that starts with a D, but they may come into your orbit in December. Name starts with a D. So keep that in mind. But I'm titling this Family Matters. Taurus, that is your reading for December 2021. kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to the podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, Taurus, be blessed.